I don't remember a time when curling wasn't a part of my life. When I wasn't putting in the sweat and hard work to be the best that I can be. Clocking in the time, the effort to practice day in, day out. Curling is more than just a game. It's a family, a community. And when it's time to play, I know I'll be ready. Hardline, supporting hundreds of our next generation athletes.
We asked Saskatchewan what they know about 5G.
More speed, more innovation.
It's going to make our lives a whole heck of a lot easier.
This is what 5G looks like.
Better, faster.
Sounds like one more G. Sounds pretty good.
I don't know what it means.
All you really need to know is the future of 5G is here and will continue improving through investments in network technology.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome once again to the Curling Stadium live coverage. It's the RBC Dominion Securities Western Showdown, live from Swift Current. And on the women's side, we have reached the playoff stage. Quarterfinal action on this morning, and we've got the matchup here between Englot and Kayla Skrlik. Skrlik was the A event qualifier. Englot had to come through the C, so Skrlik has last rock here in the opening end by virtue of being that higher seeded team. Already underway, and the play has come into the rings. First stone brought into the rings, it was hit. Now Englot, who skips the team but throws the lead stones, looking to exchange the hit, does remove the red stone, but the shooter will roll out of the rings as well. My name's Shawn, Joyce, Ryan, Jacques on the production, also joining me on the microphone for this game. Pulling double duty. I saw a blank end coming and he quickly muted his mic. Coward.
Yeah, sorry, Shawn. One of our cameras down, so we're trying to get that sorted. As you might have guessed by the view. But yeah, it should be an exciting game this morning. Afternoon where you are.
Not quite yet, but it will be before we're done. Yeah, in the same time zone as Swift Current. So this was scheduled for an 11:15 start. We did have an extra end game in the A qualifier on the men's side this morning, so we're a few minutes behind schedule, which tends to be what happens in a day where you got 5 draws scheduled. The first one always runs long, and then it's push hard to catch up the rest of the day. But it has been some exciting action already today, and 4 more draws to come. 17 teams started on the women's side Thursday morning. 20 teams started on the men's side Friday morning with a triple knockout. So the men still completing their triple knockout portion of their draw. Their playoffs will be tomorrow. That was the 5th stone of the end. If Kayla Skrlik wanted to play an open end, she could simply peel that card now, but she's going to come around. The tight red on the corner is splittable later on too, so you get a good one buried here. Certainly should have an opportunity for a multiple score, and it could be as many as 3 if you split that. You have a chance to split that on the last one. Room coming by. They're sweeping for curl. Gets to the top of the button, mostly behind cover. Will I have the chance? Run through the rosters here. I mentioned earlier, Englot skips the team, but she throws the lead stones. Ashley Williamson is the second. With her brush on the ice, that is Sarah Englot. She throws the third stone. Stephanie Schmidt throws the fourth stones for this team. They're looking to come down to the face of the red stone. Not going to get by the guard. A little light as well. Just chips it over. That shot stone is dead buried now. Important for the Englot team that at least they didn't overlap the guards, so they've got something to maybe run back. Kayla Skrlik going to call for another one around the center. The second in the hacks now is Ashton Skrlik. Sherry Lynn Ramsey is the lead. She's sweeping on the left. On the right is the third, Margot Fleming, and Kayla Skrlik. The skip in the house. This one's hanging. They were trying to come around, but now it's kind of a plan B. They might be able to get the split and the bury. Now they swept that a little bit for curl early, and if they had held it a little straighter, they might have got both of those rocks into the rings. They did come with the shooter to a really good spot. They are sitting 2 in the 4-foot now. If you make the run, there's a chance you get the double. Sarah Englund with the run back, gets both of them moving. With the spin, that second one will go all the way through the back and out of play. Nice shot by Sarah Englund. We're back to no rocks in the rings. 3 guards still to work with. Kayla playing the straight come around on center again. Did move that red at the top on the last one. It still doesn't look to me like it's in, but it's very close. You wouldn't likely play the split on purpose until the at least skips first, probably. It's getting awfully tight to that yellow guard. They're really going to have to go to get by. Not going to get by. Might have been just a little bit light. Now it also leaves an overlap on those yellow guards. Michelle took a quick look to determine if that red is in. I still don't think it's in, but it's close, and there's no real good open draw path to get in there. Thought about the hit and roll, but there's some danger of jamming the back one. She doesn't like that red one where it is, but I have to think it's out because she's afraid of jamming it at the back, and that would leave it in. Could leave it in the rings. So we're going to play the wide in-turn draw. Try to get around those staggered yellows at the top of the. Just outside the top of the rings. Nice line coming by if they can get it deep enough. This is going to be a little light, I think. Yeah, it doesn't even bite the rings. Well, now your best way in for Kayla Skrlik might be to you have to play that split. Just considering the long tap, the problem with the long tap is you roll over on top of the other red, you're never going to get a chance to play the split. To tap this close to straight back. They've got the line right. It's going to be a little deep and all the way through.
So close. Would have been nice for that to be a biter, you know, that can count just as much as a rock on the button.
Could. I still wasn't sold on the call. Like, even where they hit it, if that stops in front of the tee line, it was still open through the court.
It's tough to be precise with it.
Well, I like the split. She could get 2 in. Now, they didn't roll out very far, so the split might still be there. It's getting tougher. She can't see a lot of the inside of that rock. In the meantime, Stephanie Schmidt, throwing the 4th stones for the Englot team, has a chance to tap up the stone that was just put there by Sarah England. If you tap this onto the corner of the button, you might be thinking about a steal. Any tap into the rings, it could be enough to get the force. A lot of room early. Just got to get close to the nose. We'll tap it into the 12-foot.
Still leaving room for Skrlik, so
there's room. The split's no good anymore. So now she's going to play it. Like, you're not sitting 2 off the split, you'd have a hard time even getting a shot.
I don't mind the straight back raise on the red one, but there seems to be enough curl. You've seen more games this weekend than I have, Shawn. There seems to be lots of curl. You can behind the guards, no problem.
Yeah, she play the porch and come behind her reds. Kayla Skrlik with last rock here in the opening end of play, looking to come between the red and yellow guard, buried behind her own, and see if she can't get a deuce here to start things off. Looks like a nice line. They were hesitant to sweep. I wonder if they thought it was a little heavy. Rubs the guard, rubs the second guard. Does end up in the 12-foot, but it's still second shot.
I wonder if it was a little bit heavy when you hit 2 guards. Usually you need to have a bit of momentum to keep going. So
it was
back headers.
Yeah, back to you. I don't think it was ever through.
For sure. Looked like okay coming in. Just grabbed some curl late.
Yeah, even at that, it didn't look like they really wanted to sweep, which to me means they thought it was heavy. But I think you got to get by on that one. Even if it's back 8-foot, you still got a chance for your 2. Now, if Stephanie Schmidt can hit this and just roll about a rock's width to the broom side, how do you get in? And she won't have any rock better than just full 12. And how do you get in to beat it? She moved the guard over on the last one, so the tap on the red, I guess she can still see just all of it, but it's tough. You're going really wide to play an angle tap into the 8-foot.
And who knows what the line is doing out there, let alone the weight, and especially on an edge sheet. I don't want to assume, but edge sheets have been known to have more issues. That's the way it is.
Stephanie Schmidt with her last, looking to make a hit on what is currently second shot. Have to stay close to right there. It's going to roll a little too far, so she's left her the same port for the draw. And after rubbing both guards last time, the port's a little wider this time.
Yeah, well, they just saw the same path, so I kind of a practice shot for this one. And the sweepers, line caller, and the thrower should all know what to expect on this one. But they always say you should make a shot the second time, but that always puts a little bit of pressure on them. Trying to do exactly the same thing you just did. See what they got here.
Well, if they thought they were heavy on the first one, she may have pulled a little weight off this one. They did pick it up early, but backed away now. Line's good. Now it's just a question of can they drag it far enough. She definitely took some weight off this one, but Brushers pick it up for the last half and bring it fully into the 8-foot. Kayla Skrlik puts a single point on the board here with the hammer in the first end. Englot will have last rock in the second.
So with the impact to my business and income, will this delay my retirement?
I know you're worried, Marshall, but based on the original plan we came up with, you're only about 6 months behind.
I thought it would be years, not months.
You should feel good. Remember, you've got a plan.
Thanks.
With change comes questions. See the impact of your money decisions before you make them with RBC Wealth Plan.
Handcrafted in Canada, Hardline's Ice Pad has revolutionized curling for over a decade. Engineered with top-tier precision and durability, it is backed by an unmatched 10-year warranty. Designed for curlers at all levels to sweep effortlessly with maximum efficiency, it is trusted by the world's best curlers, including Olympic and world champions. It is quite simply the best broom in the game. Hardline. Join the revolution.
Stronger agronomics, better returns, greater peace of mind from pre-seed to post-harvest. You can count on the Victory Canola program to keep you
Second end underway. First stone brought into the ring, sitting on the corner of the button, and it looks like Michelle Englot getting set to hit it. Had a chance to call one of Michelle's games earlier on in the event, and I noticed it with last rock. You know, for a skip who's noted as being a very aggressive player, they like to play the delayed corner. You come into the top button like this, they'll try to hit and roll to the corner. Well, this one's going to roll a little too far and out of play. But if you can roll to the edge of the 12, even the edge of the 8, you make the other team hit it. Now you throw the corner guard on the next one, and the center's already taken care of.
Yeah, it certainly is an interesting strategy. Keeps things a little more simple, but
you know,
an opportunity.
I don't mind it. You see a lot of teams when they are playing offensively and trying to throw the corner guards, they only throw one corner guard anyway. So if you're only going to throw one corner guard, that gives you the opportunity to deal with the center before you even throw the corner. It does force a little bit of precision from the lead stones. Michelle rolled out on her first one, so she's going to have the same problem here on the second one. The middle still got a rock there. They're still going to throw the corner guard, though. Just one that they'll have to deal with in the middle now.
Nothing really changed. Roll-up's not the worst, but they would lose one shot. There's an opportunity to dinner to the deuce. The dream is not dead yet.
No, for sure. If you're only going to throw one guard, you may as well throw it on the second one. That's the thinking here, and I don't mind the idea. It's just if you could have stayed on the corner with the first one, Kayla Kayla Skrlik probably hits it, and then you're never worried about a rock in the middle. Now, because this is still the 5th stone at the end, Cailey can't do anything with the corner guard. She's going to throw up a center and try to keep the Englot team away from the corner. It's just another evolution in the strategy. No, I wouldn't even call it evolution. It's just another page in the strategy book. It's once upon a time, there weren't a lot of pages. Everybody played the same. There's no free guards. There wasn't a lot of choices, really. Now with the free guard zone, there's a few different ways to play it. Shooting for Girl here. They called this for a tight guard, but it wasn't going to get in front of it. And if you're going to be open, you may as well be in. By dragging it as far as they did get it a little bit in front. It's a double available, perhaps a double and the roll behind the corner.
I don't like that spot. Now it's really who's your blank. As long as you can make this double now. Maybe the D4 supposed to come around on the corner guard, but that's always a risky play without hammer.
Just touches the 2nd stone. Now the shooter will roll past the corner guard. That's not a bad shot for the Englot team because Kayla Skrlik can't really ignore a rock in the rings when she doesn't have last rock, and no matter what she does with this one, I would expect Michelle is probably coming around the corner on the next one.
I know they would have loved to make that double and roll. Just overstepped a little bit on my confidence.
It's not bad where it ended up.
Yeah, that red one is behind the guard.
The red at the back is behind the guard, exactly. Yeah, she's got protection from the front and the back.
Dangerous.
And that did not roll in behind. You'd like to have rolled in behind there just to choke off the freeze. Didn't get there. This is certainly, as you know, Kayla Skrlik is sitting 2, and she's in trouble.
Yep.
This is a good setup for the Englot team, and it's still early in the end. We're only on seconds last stone.
To all the kids at home, you don't need 2 corner guards in order to set up some offense.
You do need to get around it, though, and she just rubs off now. Important that it carried into the rings, and actually she's probably got shot rock, so Kayla Skrlik's going to have to play the rock in the rings again. A little easier for her to choke off the corner guard this time, though. Just a little bit of a broomside roll. This is actually going to cross the face, jam the back one. They got a little casual in the sweep at the end. Clips the back one, but still rolls out.
I wonder if they were trying that at the end. Gutsy.
Yeah. It kind of looked like after it crossed the face, they decided, well, if we weren't going to stay right there, we may as well try to roll open, because nobody got back to look at where that stone was coming back at. Fortunate that it didn't edge out. Another opportunity for the come around, this time Sarah England. Plenty of room coming by this time. Fast rest, full 8. Almost biting the forfeit. It does stay about half out in the open. Margot Fleming looking for the hit. Quiet wait. Sweeping for curl. She's got room by the guard. She'll make the hit. It's very thin though. Shoot a little roll all the way across and out the back. Englot another chance to try to bury one around that corner guard. Again, they were on the sweep fairly early. It's got lots of room coming by. Might want to finish it now. Be a little bit deeper just behind the tee line, but it is mostly buried now. I don't think that's a bad spot when you're coming around the corner. If you've got Kayla Skrlik trying to follow it down around the corner guard, that's advantage for Michelle Englot. It's just deep enough, even if she comes right down to the face, you could sit on top of it again and be shot rock. Skip Stone's here to come in the second end. Kayla Skrlik with her first, looking to freeze to shot Stone. This one's a long ways out there as well. They're sweeping for curl now.
Yeah, it's just about where the room was.
It's got a ton of room and it looks like a lot of weight. Comes to rest back 12. Englot sitting one, another chance to come around that corner guard, and you get one buried top of the 8-foot. It's not just 2 you're looking at now. 3 is suddenly an issue for Kayla Skrlik.
It's a huge opportunity. You definitely want to capitalize onto this.
Now you put this, basically mirror it. Put it at the top of the tee line, in the same spot as the one at the back of the tee line. So just as far in behind, line them up. I don't even know what Kayla plays. She's in a lot of trouble.
She might start looking at the red slash.
That's what I was wondering. Do you come off one of your own? You could slash, yeah.
Come off the one in the 8-foot.
Yeah.
Maybe you can speculate too much. We'll have an outcome after this shot.
This definitely got tighter line than Kayla's did. Tighter.
Probably a good thing.
Probably tighter than Sarah's too. Like, I don't think you want to over curl this line. She's going to play the same freeze. Definitely play the same freeze because you're also right down to it. You know, it's still all or nothing though, right? You got to get this freeze locked on.
Yeah. Pretty important shot. She did just throw it.
You have to stay on the inside corner this time too. I don't think you could be right on the face. If you're right on the face, to me it looks like, it, granted there's 5 feet between them, but the in-off on the red on the other side, keep in mind that this one's going to be above the tee line. Like, it's not going to be a bad angle to make the double. But if you stay on the inside corner, she can't do that.
That's very true. Yep. And watch out for things like that at this level.
Yeah. It adds a little bit more precision on this particular draw, and of course when you undercurled on the last one, there could be a tendency to overcompensate here. You can't afford to overcurl this one. Still got a lot more line than the Englot team did. They're going to have to go for weight. She's a little heavy on the first one. Did she pull the string?
Rock is not moving very fast.
That's the polite way to say it, I guess.
That's what I'm here for.
Got the back 12-foot on her first one and the front 12-foot on her second one, so Stephanie Schmidt will have the opportunity to simply draw. It's going to be draw to the button pass. She needs just a sliver better than full 8 foot to pick up 3, already sitting 2. Made a draw on her first round, though. She did come down and tap that stone on the first one. It might have been a little strong. I did see a little discussion there between Sarah and Stephanie, so they probably have already discussed the weight. Slightly different path here as well. Final stone, second end, Stephanie Schmidt throwing the 4th stones for the Englot foursome, already sitting 2. Chance to pick up a big 3 points here in the second end. Take a 2-point lead into the third. Pressure's just cleaning. Line looks really nice. Still not picking it up that hard. They're just going to watch it go in, and Stephanie Schmidt will put it right on the corner of the button. Put 3 points on the team, or on the board for Team Englot. They take a 3-1 lead after 2 ends of play. Kayla Skrlik will have the last rock in the third. You're watching quarterfinal action on the women's side of the RBC Dominion Securities Western Showdown.
We asked Saskatchewan what they know about 5G.
More speed? More innovation?
It's going to make our lives a whole heck of a lot easier.
This is what 5G looks like.
Better, faster.
Sounds like 1 more G. Sounds pretty good.
I don't know what it means.
All you really need to know is the future of 5G is here and will continue improving through investments in network technology.
Join us this March for the House of Hearts Charity Bonspiel in Duluth, Minnesota. Help raise funds for Project Joy, who provides meals for hungry kids in our community. Every donation helps to ensure no child goes hungry. Join us and make a difference. Together, we can spread joy.
Hey Ben, what's the Aztec Safety online e-learning website again?
Yeah, that would be aztecsafety.com.
Fire extinguisher and firefighting, we'll send that one to Paul.
Ah, now here's a course I should probably take. Conflict resolution.
Power line safety. Yeah, I thought it might help me with my line calls. Did you know this Aztec website has over 100 safety courses?
Jeez. Aztec Safety online course. Ground disturbance. Could have used that a few seconds ago.
Third end underway, first stone brought into the top of the 4 foot. Just saw the corner guard coming to rest as he came back from the break, and now Michelle Englot with her second stone will have to come right in, cover up that shot stone. I have to admit I wasn't watching the call. They might be looking for a tight guard here. I wouldn't be surprised to see them come right in as well with a 2-point lead.
Yeah, late in the game, I think they definitely will. I also literally did not see the call, so we'll see how this goes.
The line might make the difference here too, because it's a long ways out there. There's no point being in front of the house if you don't cover it, so they bring it into the 12 foot.
I feel like that was supposed to be a very tight guard, but like you said, if it's not going to get in front, you might as well sit thinking. Well, that's the way to miss it too. When you're up, you don't want to throw a halfway high guard that the other team can easily use. That doesn't really protect your rock very well from finesse shots.
Kayla Skrlik get called for the hit and the roll all the way across behind the corner guard. Lynn Ramsey suggesting she was a little heavy, but makes the hit. Doesn't quite get all the way across. She wasn't subtle when she was suggesting she was heavy too. Like her hand was way up in the air, pointing that it was heavy. Did stay just in the open, so Ashley Williams will have a chance to make a play on that stone. Try to roll back towards the center. Still just the 5th stone of the end. They have to be a little careful coming by the corner. Lots of room. Makes the hit and will roll back towards the center line. Englot sits 2 again. Now you make the roll behind. You're off close to making the double. Even if you don't kill the second one, you know, if you could just wiggle the second one, get it off the center line so it's less of a problem later. I'm getting greedy now. I'm looking for a lot off one shot, but it's there to be made, right?
You can go for it.
It's critical you hit this thick enough to stay. She's thin. Jams it onto the second one now. Does the shooter stick around? Rolls past the guard. Again, that's not a bad leave. It's very similar to what happened last end for the Englot team. They had a similar hit and roll. They rolled out past the guard, but now no matter what, they've got a shot to come in around the corner on the next one.
The same kind of deja vu as you.
Yeah, it's very similar. Now that Yellowstone stayed closer to the middle. It's not behind the ball right behind the tee line, but it is behind the tee line. You could ignore it. You could just straight draw on the next one, or they could hit and roll off of it.
I don't know about that.
Yeah,
it's not quite a pocket, but it kind of is with the corner guard guarding the right side of it. So
I don't
use that if you want.
Yeah, I don't know if the corner's actually guarding anything. It's not. I think you're probably hitting this and trying to roll under. Now you don't have to hit it hard because the top yellow, you could let it hang around the back 8, back 12 somewhere, and it would be behind your shooter. You only need to get just a sliver across the face to roll under. Looks like it's close. They could have let that roll curl a little bit more. They stayed just out in the open. They got the grid splash on the yellow. Like I said, it stayed in the back 12, but if you roll over and you're half buried, now how do you get it out? I think she can still see the nose. On the third stones now, Sarah Angren with her first. By the front one. Makes the hit, passes it by the back yellow, and rolls a couple of inches towards the center line.
Nicely done.
Yeah, does leave room to roll back behind the corner. She's got some air there now. Suggesting this one might be a little bit heavy. They have to get across the face if they're going to roll underneath. Gets across the face, does roll over. It's dead behind cover and still shot rock. That's a great shot. It's a real problem for Michelle Englot. If you don't peel the guard, there's a chance you bring 3 into play. Now they might be able to chase, get it out.
Would the safe play be to chase, to play tight to the guards, so if you rest, you hopefully move it far enough open?
I've seen too many feather ticks on guards.
Yeah.
That was a very good hit and roll behind, and it kind of forces the Englot team to simply peel the guard here so they don't give up any more than 2. Skrlik will just look to split the house now and try not to leave a double.
The good news for them is that yellow is kind of in the way.
Yeah, as long as this one is the deeper stone, it's hard to play the double off the other one. It's pretty risky.
For sure.
If you get this one farther off the center line now, maybe the problem here, it might be a little strong. It does hang on at the back. Second, it's still shot rock, second the one at the top. If you wanted to try the double, it's very thin on the first one, but I mean, that's the problem. If you over curl the first one, you jam the second one, you're not hitting the, or you jam the first one, you're not hitting the second one. Take a pass at it. You'd have to be a little unlucky to jam it, because I think half a rock, you probably go over the top enough. You might clip the yellow, but you're probably losing them both. It's pretty thick to dead jam it, and you're looking for, boy, a quarter at most to get the double.
Yeah, I think a thin quarter, you get the double, you might spin out. Yeah, if you're dead jamming this round, you want to get close to the ball anyways.
Yeah, no.
You also don't want to be flashing either.
Well, yeah, exactly. And that's the scary thing about a double like this. You're so thin. Look at where they've got the boom. They're already planning for a little bit of a set on the release. Boy, she's really thick. She jammed it solid. Now, does she roll in front of the red? Oh. That's, honestly, that's you turn around and say you're sorry, because you should be giving up 3 now, and instead, Kayla Skrlik's in some trouble.
Nice roll. An early Christmas present. Stick around in front of the red. Worked out nicely. They did. I'm not sure if they managed it at the end to that spot, but if they did a great job.
She's looking at picking it, which is really tough. She's trying to hold the shooter, which is next to impossible. I'm looking at, would you ever just nose hit it? Stuff it on the red and leave the same problem for the Englot team?
Hitting on the nose would be a good spot. My problem with it is if you hit it a little bit too far to the left or right, and then they'll have a chance. But then you will have.
You're not going to throw it hard if you throw that. You can manage those stones into place. This is a murderously tough shot when you're trying to hold your shooter. If you ever over curl in this, jam it and then roll off the top of it, could leave a double, or you really need the double to sit to.
If they really want to hold the shooter, I think they would have to throw just through weight and just tap the yellow out the 8 foot.
Well, I don't think they were playing what I called, but it's, no, they're still trying it. Now they're trying to curl it. They were trying to get it by, and I just didn't love the call. It's such a tough shot to make good. It does create a problem for the Englot teams. I don't think this is the one I'm hitting. If you nose hit the other one, how does she make the double?
Yeah.
No matter where you hit this one, she's got a double.
And you have to roll. Nose will not do the trick.
Yeah. If you hit the nose on the other one, they're closer together, but it's a really thin double. You hit and roll into the 8 foot here, and it's going to be close to half a rock.
I must say, I'm quite surprised by this one.
They didn't take a lot of time to look at it. I just looked at the other side and thought, well, these two rocks would be too close together, but the angle would have been more awkward on the other side. Gonna make the hit, but she rolls away. So now it's simply a nose hit for the deuce. Kayla Skrlik will have the opportunity to get back to even here after 3 ends of play. Very similar shot actually to her last one. She just doesn't have to worry about jamming anything this time. We're just cleaning early to speed up on the brush a little bit now. Rolling up nicely to the nose. Kayla Skrlik with the tap through. We'll pick up her deuce here in the third. We're all tied up after 3 ends of play. Michelle Englot will have last rock in the fourth. John Joyce, Ryan Jacques will be with you right after this.
I don't remember a time when curling wasn't a part of my life. When I wasn't putting in the sweat and hard work to be the best that I can be. Clocking in the time, the effort to practice day in, day out. Curling is more than just a game. It's a family, a community. And when it's time to play, I know I'll be ready. Hardline, supporting hundreds of our next generation athletes.
Saskatchewan, you know Sasktel because we're everywhere. Because being everywhere keeps us connected to you. With Sasktel sponsorships, we get to be part of your community. We're here with you, and we're here for you. It's easy to get started. All you need to do is apply. Sasktel cares. Always has, always will. To apply for sponsorship, visit sastel.com/sponsorships.
already underway here in the fourth end, and strategy was seen by the Englot team already a few times in this game. First stone brought in, and they make the hit and roll to the corner this time, looking for that delayed corner. Jerry Lynn Ramsey will try to roll back to the center now. Trying to get it to curl. It's out there a bit. Trying to get a roll back into just in the full four.
Can do a whole lot better than that. That'll outcount any rock that you come around the corner guard. In this spot, I think.
For the corner guards, and the brushes have backed off here a bit. They looked a little anxious there. I thought maybe that was going to slide in. Michelle's like, no, it was always short. You guys worry too much. With that one being short, this one being the fifth stone of the end, they can't do anything about the corner guards. They're going to protect their own in the middle. I saw the hand go up early from Kayla Skrlik. Early on that path of that stone, she was already worried about it over curling, and it just gets to the inside of that stone in the forefoot. So probably 3/4 behind cover. That was the fifth stone of the end, so you can make the play on the guard now. So looking to hit a shade on the broom side, roll to the corner on the other side. Now there is the chance that she could clip the stone in the forefoot as well. Not really the call. Slightly over curls, they might get that. Makes the hit, comes across a little harder than they would have liked to push their own stone over. They were hoping to have two corner guards there together. Kayla Skrlik once again asking Ashton Skrlik to put the guard up on the shot stone. Swept that one for a little extra curl. Probably has it even better lined up this time. Michelle calling for the run back this time. Thin on the first one. Do you ever catch the second one, push it in? Just by it. Boy, almost caught the other one and pushed it in.
That would have been impressive. It's coming at such a steep angle. And
yeah.
Get it towards the house. It's always good to look at those things as a skip. Get really sweet. Stay warm.
Margot Fleming now being asked to replace the guard. This line's getting tight early. This is in danger of over-curling. And it did. I think the stone in the back is going to be fully exposed. It is. So a chance for Sarah Englot to make the hit and perhaps roll behind cover. By the front one, she gets just to the inside. Gets a little to the inside, but doesn't roll very far under cover. A little surprised with that line. They didn't try to carve it just a little bit at the end and see if they could get a little bit more under cover. There's still room for Margot Fleming now. She can probably get just across the face and get buried herself, I would think. Then was suggesting it might be a little bit more weight than they called. It's out there, so they're sweeping for curl. Boy, I don't know if she's got enough of this to get it out. They're going to have to go. She will get the yellow through the back, loses the shooter as well. So nothing in the rings, 2 guards to work with. Michelle looking at coming around the wider one, also talking about the split. I'm seeing the split as well. It's one of those situations where if you're going to play the split, you might almost have to play it now because you might not get another chance. Yeah,
and
tighter.
After the split, they'll have another chance to throw.
A tighter split, you might leave it on the assumption that you're going to get another chance. This is a longer one, and she's not getting the split now, so it's straight draw. And if you threw weight for the split, this might be heavy.
That took a sideways turn.
Maybe. It doesn't have the weight they were looking for that split either. I mean, you could maybe make it with that weight, but it would have been tough. She ends up back in a similar spot to where they were just a moment ago. So Kayla Skrlik has a chance to play the same hit that Margot Fleming just rolled out on. Talked about it yet. I was aware of this because I've done Kayla Skrlik a few times earlier in the season, and the thing that we haven't pointed out with them yet is that Jerry Lynn Ramsey, who throws the lead stones, is actually the vice. She's in the house when Kayla's throwing. Skip stones left here in the 4th inning. Kayla Skrlik with her first, looking to get across the face, and again, early on, they're sweeping for curl. And again, it's just debatable if she's going to get enough of it to get out. It got some curl at the end. I think she's got enough to get it out. Maybe. No.
Oh dear.
Wow.
And another chance for the spot. Oh dear.
Yeah, there's a chance for the split, but you just play the straight come around now. You play the straight come around, she's probably got to hit the one in the back. And then you've for sure got a shot for 2. If you play the split, you might leave her a chance to hit and roll behind cover.
I don't know. I think that red guard's too long, but I'm not worried about a red rock getting around there. What I am worried about is if you throw this top 4 and they just freeze on you. Now you're cut down to 2, maybe even forced. I think I would still go for the split. Even if they make a perfect shot, you should be able to chase it around the red guard.
I be surprised if she's freezing to rock in the top 4 against giving up 3.
Well, the problem is, like I said, if she hits the back one, she's giving up 3 anyways.
She's giving it, well, no, not if she stays right there. It's 2. This is Skip's first. If she knows it's the one at the back of the 8, it's just a shot for 2.
Math. Well, if I was talking about the third shots, then it would make more sense. But I'm too busy clicking all these cameras over here. Yeah, that's very true. But yeah, definitely. So in that case, I like this one even more, personally.
Behind the tee line was not a good option. Now she probably chases it.
Lock this on. It's a steal. Kayla plays mixed doubles as well, so this is a shot they play pretty well. Kayla Skrlik cut down the score here. Maybe even take a jump on the scoreboard.
Still got a lot of room, but both brushes are down. She has had some struggles with draw weight in this game. Has to get right down to the face here. I don't know if she's got the weight. She's got enough to cut it down. She's got enough to cut it down anyway.
That's good speed. You really go for it? Risky angle run back?
That's what I'm wondering.
It's risky both ways. You could hit the red onto the yellow, or you could just straight hit the yellow out. You want to be precise again. That might be your best chance for 2. Ideally 3.
Well, you could make the draw to the edge of the 4-foot for 2.
You could, yep. I wonder if there's similar difficulty, like if it's just right to the center line, the draw the 4-foot line there, but we don't know that outside half as well. Yeah, play the angle run that you have to clip the other yellow and push it straight forward and bite the house. That'd be quite the shot.
No, you don't.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I was hoping.
I think this is kind of dictated by the fact you've already got one sitting back there, which gives you the lead. So you don't take the chance playing the angle run in. Certainly they've played, we've seen lots of teams play this shot throughout the course of the week, so they have an idea what the line's going to be. It's up to the brushers. Put this right on the tee line, and there's good late movement. If anything, that ice might be a little tight.
Yeah, if the angle run back was shorter, you could see them playing it, but if it's a similar difficulty, like you said, there's no need to risk giving up a steal here.
This is where it should start to curl if she's got the right weight. It's looking pretty good if it's right on the tee line. It's going to slide a little deep, but it stops, I think, in time. Looks like 2 points for the Englot team. Nice final draw by Stefan Schmidt. They resume the 2-point lead. 5-3 now. And it'll be Kayla Skrlik with last rock in the 5th.
Hey Ben, what's the Aztec Safety online e-learning website again?
Yeah, that would be aztecsafety.com.
Fire extinguisher and firefighting, we'll send that one to Paul.
Now here's a course I should probably take. Conflict resolution.
Power line safety. Yeah, I thought it might help me with my line calls.
Did you know this Aztec website has over 100 safety courses? Jeez. Aztec Safety online course. Ground disturbance. Could have used that a few seconds ago.
For over 20 years, the Sandra Schmirler Foundation has granted more than $9 million to hospitals across Canada for life-saving equipment for premature and critically ill babies. In the past 4 years alone, $4 million has been granted thanks to the curling community's incredible generosity. The need continues year-round, and with your help, we can ensure every baby has the chance to grow up and become a champion, just like Sandra.
We asked Saskatchewan what they know about 5G.
More speed, more innovation.
It's gonna make our lives a whole heck of a lot easier.
This is what 5G looks like.
Better, faster.
Sounds like one more G. Sounds pretty good.
I don't know what it means.
All you really need to know is the future of 5G is here and will continue improving through investments in network technology.
Underway here in the fifth end. The first stone brought into the top of the forefoot, the corner guard thrown up, and then the center guard attempt didn't get all the way back to the center line, so the shot rock's still open. Jerry-Lynn Ramsey making a play on shot rock here. She's got room to roll either direction. Sweeping for curl there, so she makes the short roll in behind the yellow. Still a quarter of that stone left available. Ashley Williamson being asked to come down with a quiet weight, try to remove it. It is their own corner guard they're coming by. They're slightly off center guard, I guess. They're coming by, so if they do happen to clip it, there's no violation. Room by the guard. Once they're by, you'll see them switch, try to catch as much of that stone in the rings as they can. Passes it through, and the shooter will hang around back 12. Englot 6-1, but that's a stone at the back that actually helps Kayla Skrlik. She can come around the corner guard now, and she's got some protection from the back as well, as that stone's back there to be jammed on. It's been an interesting game that way, and that really, you know, we've seen plenty of offense, a single in the first end, but then 3-2-2. And really none of these teams have had to really force the issue too bad. They've managed to get things set up early on where they're playing pretty risk-free to the corner, and it just takes one good shot. You set up a deuce. It's been a great game to have the hammer.
It sure has.
Nobody Securities really had to go out of their way to set up a deuce, and here we are again, already early in this end, and Kayla Skrlik looks like she's set up for another deuce. Ashley Williamson looking to chase that around the corner and try to push it out. I did talk about if we clip the guard, we get it out of the way. The danger with that is she's throwing quiet weight to come around, and we've seen feather ticks on guards this week. Not going to see a feather tick here. She's going to be awfully close to the nose. Rolled maybe enough to leave the outside of that rock available. I don't think she got off of it altogether. There's a look from the hack end. You probably see just all. Still danger of jamming it on the back, so now a chance to come around the center. Again, slightly off center guard, and three's in play. Had to sweep for curl a little bit just to get it off the yellow corner guard. Now is it going to stop? It does, still biting the back of the 12. It is third shot for now. Englot can make a play on shot rock. I don't think there's any way she can roll underneath. She probably jams it on the back, so she's got to roll just a sliver to the outside, and at the same time wants to stay for second shot if she can. Not going to get by. Well, got the guard out of the way this time.
Very usable, though. There will be alarm bells going off.
Marco Fleming needs to get this one around the guards and in front of the tee line.
Not want to give them an outfield. It's a really great opportunity.
Had a lot of line on the last draw now. It was deep, but if you look at where it stopped, it's only just barely fully behind the guard as it is. This one's got better line early. They're going to struggle to get it there, though. Not even going to bite the rings. So a chance to make the hit and roll. You do have to be a little careful to get it over the top of the back one, but I do think it looks like you can hit this thick enough to hold the shooter. In behind, well, there's three guards now, and I think they're all overlapped somewhat. There's no run backs available. For curl now just to try to hit it thick enough to stay. She's got the red one. She's going to lose the shooter.
It's too bad they won't get a chance to get that tight red guard into play. I don't think it's quite good enough with the yellow in there to be able to split that. You won't get a chance to use it.
Yeah, if you were going to split it, you'd probably have to play it now, sit second, third, and fourth, and then hope to get a chance to hit that yellow later. The problem with that is Englot will come around all those guards first.
Exactly. If there was one guard, maybe you wouldn't be too worried, but two guard width that you can draw around
and staggers
somewhere in there.
Yeah. to get around, and when they do, it comes back to the back 8 foot. Stephanie Schmidt will have the chance to follow it down. If you're dead buried, top 4 is great. If you have to come back to the back when you get dead buried, you've certainly shrunk the rings with only 2 stones left to come. Really nice draw with her final stone last end to pick up the deuce. She can put this one right on the tee line dead behind cover. Could be looking at potentially a steal here. Certainly a chance to at least force. Have been cleaning early. Still got room. Starting to make a move now. Make the decision that it's got to come right down to the back one, so she will come sit right on the corner of it. Englot sits 1, back 4. Kayla Skrlik will look to come down. 2 choices here, really. You could try to sit in front of the tee line, set up your deuce. Would you ever, Ryan, thinking of, could you come down there, get to enough of that to just wiggle it, release the back one, and you're staying mostly open. If Stephanie Schmidt was to follow it down again, you might have some kind of squeeze shot for a big end here. Tough shot.
If she did not just throw down that path, I would consider it. Yeah. Seeing how she had great weight there, well-managed rock.
Yeah,
I could definitely see another freeze, and then takes the whole end away, and now you're getting forced, maybe even a tough shot to score, depending on 2 rock stacks. I didn't see exactly what it would look like. But it is something to consider.
It does look like they're trying to come all the way back to it, but they're a long ways from the line they would need to release it. It's going to leave it on the same line. That's not helping you at all.
And if you have another chance, you put that right in the face. Right me on the pin. Let's get a nice tight view of that. Yeah, I think this is a chance to steal if you make it really good.
Tight ice to me for straight draw. I know it's getting a little straighter here as the rocks have been used through the course of the week, but if you're trying to jiggle it, I think you want to do more than just move it a little. Gotta try to get back to the nose here. Might have waited too long, actually. It's moving sideways as it comes into the house. Gets the little tap. Kayla's first thought, at least the way she gestured it, was try to blast and hope it drags. I don't think it drags enough. I think you blast that, you're probably giving up 2, actually. You might kill the top 2, but the red clips the yellow, kills the red, and that yellow you see at the edge of the screen just underneath the scoreboard is going to be the second point. Trying to pick this clean. That's the only thing I could see that she might think is possible.
That's tough. You touch that red one.
I think there's a
Maybe
better...
it drags enough. But...
Get back this view out here, Ryan, just so I can see where the guard is. Yeah, she can't get to the nose of that. Oh boy. It's really tough not to give up two throwing this. Trying to pick it clean. I don't know if she's got the yellow one at all. She doesn't. Just clips the red, drives it onto the yellow at the back. It'll be a steal of one for Team Englot. They now have a 6-3 lead after 5 ends of play. Kayla Skrlik will have last rock once again in the 6th.
So with the impact to my business and income, will this delay my retirement?
I know you're worried, Marshall, but based on the original plan we came up with, you're only about 6 months behind.
I thought it would be years, not months.
You should feel good. Remember, you've got a plan.
Thanks.
With change comes questions. See the impact of your money decisions before you make them with RBC Wealth Plan.
Handcrafted in Canada, Hardline's ice pad has revolutionized curling for over a decade. Engineered with top-tier precision and durability, it is backed by an unmatched 10-year warranty. Designed for curlers at all levels to sweep effortlessly with maximum efficiency, it is trusted by the world's best curlers, including Olympic and world champions. It is quite simply the best broom in the game. Hardline, join the revolution.
Well, with the 3-point lead starting to play here in the 6th end, strategy decisions for both teams really a lot simpler now. Michelle Englot throws the first one into the rings, puts it right on the button. The Skrlik team looking for the corner guard now. I think with the 3-point lead, Michelle's coming right in again, probably. You don't want to be right frozen on your own, because then they'll play some kind of tap and stay frozen. But if you could just bite the top forefoot, keep them in line. Out there a little bit. He doesn't have the weight. It's going to come up well short. It's a corner guard, something for Kayla to work with. Going to try to come underneath that stone. Of course, it's It's in the free guard zone, but you can remove your own guards in the free guard zone. So try and get something underneath it. Let's try and make a little bit more difficult for the Englot team to try to peel the yellow corner guard out. They may not be playing that anyway. They could. That yellow corner guard and stack a couple of them on that side. They do just get by. Not a ton of separation, but it does give them a double corner. As expected, Show's going to try to make the peel on the yellow corner, which she is allowed to remove. She does have to be a little careful. She removes one of the red corners in the process, everything goes back. Here's the one, and the shooter clears the one on the other side. And that's the end of the free guard zone for this end. Kayla Skrlik got a good start here to this end, needing a multiple score here in the sixth. If she could get it, 2 is good, 3 would be better. She's got 2 corner guards to work with. Longer one first. Conventional wisdom would be to come around the other one first. It's the worst guard, but you come around this one first. Michelle's going to try to peel the guard, and it's higher, so there's a chance she makes the double peel. If she had to peel the other guard first, there's no chance of a double peel. This is going to have to stop, though. This has got a lot of weight. Goes by the yellow. And all the way through the back, out of play. Still has the chance to make the double peel here. Ashley Williamson. A little bit of extension, the big weight. They're on the brush right away. She's thick again. Gonna hit it, she'll roll across. Actually leaves a double guard on that side. Now, she did get them very close together. Close enough you could probably get a bit of drag. If you make the come around here, you might be able to peel it from the outside, and that red might come straight back. It's all you got to work with right now, though, if you're Kayla Skrlik. So you got to come around it and then worry about whether or not the peel can get all 3 of them later. You might want to be deep if you could on this. Got a lot of separation here. Had to go a little bit to get by. Deep's not going to be a problem. The question is, once again, is it going to stop? It does, just in the back 12. Well, I think we're going to find out if it drags. Hit the outside of this yellow. The yellow will go across the center line and hopefully all the way out of play. The question is, where does the red go? Not as much weight as I thought they would play. It didn't drag that far, but she hit it awfully close. So Noah's kept the shooter there. Stone at the back is open now. And the Yellowstone moved closer to the center line, but still leaves shot rock exposed. like they're just playing the freeze, maybe a freeze bump, try to get just across the face. This is going to be short again. Good job by the Brushers to bring it as deep as they did. With that amount of separation and with nothing red out front.
The yellow guard's not in front of it, but it is blocking it.
Yeah, well, no, where I was going with that is I was wondering, do you ever, because it's all yellows up front, right? Do you ever just guard this?
You could, yeah.
There's a lot of separation. Like even if she's got to run a yellow back, it's not an easy yellow onto red onto yellow because she didn't get that on the face.
It's something you have to consider. It's a really easy shot. It makes it tough for the other team. Well executed hit. I was a little bit scared about that one. It's a risky shot. You had to be pretty precise, otherwise you might get a fleet.
Still in play. You almost have to make the double here, though, right? She signaled just the hit and roll, but I think you want to roll right into the side of that rock. Even if you don't kill it, you got to get it off the button. Like if you make a really good one here and don't get that off the button, she's just guarding. Hit comes across. She does nudge it off the button. That's a good shot.
She did spin up a little bit away from the guard. It's unfortunate. Maybe even going for a double now.
It might. You're flirting with the guard to play the double.
Yeah, I don't think we can peel it shot or anything like that, but definitely chase that red one and sit too.
Yeah.
Though you'll leave the double right back, I'm sure you're rolling right towards that yellow rock.
I saw them, if I'm reading lips right, I think the call was hack.
That would be pretty impressive. My production screen is a little smaller than the commentary rooms.
Yeah, I don't have the biggest screen here either, but I also saw a hand signal and she did the, if I'm reading lips right, I think she said hack. I don't know all of their hand signals. It definitely was a downweight of some sort or another.
Yeah, makes sense. Well, I'm sure they'll prove you right here in a couple seconds.
The broom looks a little tight for hack, but I thought her broom was tight for the draw last end, and maybe it's just something in the way that Stephanie throws her out turn in that she's not going to get as much curl as everybody else, and they know that, so they're going to take a little less broom for her. As soon as they're by the guard, you'll likely see them switch the brusher. Or just watch it. Jams it on the back one.
Yeah,
pulls the shooter out of play.
More weight than they were hoping for. That was a normal weight. But where the broom was and how it was thrown, it seemed like they wanted less, like you said.
Ideally, Kayla Skrlik would like to roll just a sliver to the outside here. If you hit this right on the nose, it's going to leave pretty good angle for a double. And if you ever roll towards the center, well, anything rolling towards the center is going to leave either an easier double, or if you roll right in behind, it's going to leave a freeze when your end is gone. And she's not rolling away. That's a pretty friendly angle for the double.
Sure hands.
It's probably
you don't want to roll out on those shots, but you also really want to commit to making that goal so you don't leave the double takeout of this. If she makes the double, it's the same result as rolling out. So you might as well go for a little roll. I'm sure they were trying it, but it's just something to keep in mind as a thrower. Sometimes a nose hit is okay, sometimes you really gotta make the roll. Even if that means sometimes you roll out.
To me, like it's just ever so slightly under half to make the double, which means if you overcurl a bit, hit it thick, you could still roll in front of it. Now they're on the brush right away. I don't think she's hitting it thin enough to get the double. Right on the nose. So it'll be a chance for the hit and stay anywhere in the rings. Kayla Skrlik could pick up her deuce here. Close the gap, but still would trail by one without last rock going into the seventh. Final stone on its way. Inside brusher down right away, but mostly just cleaning now. And it right to the face. They hit and stay right there. Kayla Skrlik will pick up her 2 points here in the sixth end. We've got a 6-5 score here after 6 ends of play. Michelle Englot with last rock going into the seventh.
We asked Saskatchewan what they know about 5G.
More speed, more innovation.
It's going to make our lives a whole heck of a lot easier.
This is what 5G looks like.
Better, faster.
Sounds like one more G. Sounds pretty good.
I don't know what it means.
All you really need to know is the future of 5G is here and will continue improving through investments in network technology.
Hey Ben, what's the Aztec Safety online e-learning website again?
Yeah, that would be aztecsafety.com.
Fire extinguisher and firefighting, we'll send that one to Paul.
Ah, now here's a course I should probably take. Conflict resolution.
Power line safety. Yeah, I thought it might help me with my line calls. Did you know this Aztec website has over 100 safety courses?
Jeez. Aztec Safety online course. Ground disturbance. Could have used that a few seconds ago.
Quarterfinal action here on the women's side of the RBC Dominion Securities Western Showdown. 6-5 for Team Englot as we begin play here in the seventh end, and quickly looking around at the scores. All of the quarterfinals, they're all close. Senya Schwaller qualified the other A event qualifier along with Kayla Skrlik, and she won an event here in Swift Current last weekend. Has a 3-2 lead over Kayla McMillan as they play in the sixth, with McMillan having last rock. Kate Cameron, Satsuki Fujisawa, the last score I've got reporting is still just after the fourth end. I don't know if that's up to date. At that point in time, Fujisawa was up 4-2, but Cameron had last rock. And right next door, playing right beside us. Corinne Brown with a 5-4 lead over Delaney Strauss. That game in the 7th end, Strauss with last rock. So this is what you like to see. You've got to the playoffs. Everybody's playing well enough that they got here and still playing well on Sunday. So you've got a bunch of close games. Skrlik opting for the 2 center guards to start things off here in this 7th end. Michelle Englot brings her first one around to the top of the forefoot and is going to look to come in again. It's not complicated for Kayla Skrlik here. She just does not want to see a blank end. You score one, or you force one. You steal one, you've got a chance coming home. You just need to steal. If you force one here, you've got last rock coming home, and you feel good about your chances of getting 2, especially in a game where the hammer has been such a powerful advantage. And if you could ever get a chance to set up 3, that could win it for you in 8. It happens. Michelle has nice weight on that second draw, but left it a little offline, so a chance to maybe wiggle things around. Skrlik, a big shot here because this is the 5th stone of the end. You know that the Englot team is likely going to start peeling guards after this. Got to have a stone in a good position.
Especially with those yellows in front of the tee line, they can definitely move them around.
Yeah, I don't know if she's getting out of red. I did not.
Oh. So up 1 with the hammer. You even start peeling here. You put another yellow right into there.
You could. If you're going to peel, I think you peel the tight one. The long one by itself isn't any good for anything. We're going to meet in the middle and have a discussion about this. Yeah, I don't hate your idea to come around. I mean, the situation in the middle is not bad for you now.
I think it's a good opportunity. You might even see Team Skrlik later on start peeling some guards.
Well, yeah, or you might not. Like, here's the thing. Like, you're right. I get what you're looking at. They might have to peel guards just to make sure they don't give up a multiple, but they still might be at the point where say we give up. If we give them the blank opportunity, we're still losing. And if they don't make a decision really quick, like if they're going to peel guards, you have to do it right away. And I think more likely they're going to try a couple more shots in the middle to see if they can't get out of trouble or maybe get something good lined up themselves.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. Team Skrlik here, 3 points, maybe even 2 points is like the same as giving up 6. So.
Yeah.
But they don't mind if there's a whole bunch of yellows, and as long as they can find a way to finagle 1 red into there, they do have time.
Yeah, they don't have to steal one here, but they don't want to give up a pile, and a blank is not good either. I mean, if you give up a blank here, you still need to steal 2 points to win, and that's tough. Whether you do 1 at a time or both together, it's still tough. This is out there. Plan B now, they're trying to come by it. Just by it. That's a pretty good plan B. Yeah.
Yeah. Worked out nicely.
For the Skrlik team, you've got to get down close to the face here, and it's mostly important what to do with that back yellow. You want to move it just behind the tee line to set up a freeze on the outturn side later.
That would make a nice pocket for sure.
Tight coming by. He's got a little more weight this time, so should get by the red. That's pretty good. She's got the freeze available on the outturn side. The shooter's in in an okay position. You know, as the guards get peeled, it's going to actually put that stone at the top of the 8 foot in a better position. Right now, it would be hard to get at it. I'm still a little surprised they aren't just peeling the tighter guard.
I don't think there's a worry of a jam.
That tighter guard or that longer guard by itself isn't really protecting much. Third stones now. They're making another play into the rings off the yellow this time. Just dead stuffs it. I think if the peel on the long guard was good last time, the peel on the tight guard has to be good this time. Will remove the guard. Pulls the shooter out of play. Nothing left to hide behind for Kayla Skrlik. She's got a couple of short little taps to Frozen.
Looks like she's just trying to sit as many reds as she can at the end, even if it's not a difficult shot on Englot's last here. Which, like you said, a force is totally fine. Don't mind it at all.
Red onto yellow, comes across and does sit shot rock for now. Might have the straight back double on the reds, but I think it's touching the yellow on the way by. I think that's what they're playing anyway, though. It should open up the middle if nothing else. Across the face a little bit. Dead stuffs the first red. Moves the second one. Even that's not a horrible result. She sits first and fourth, second and fourth. But there is a double available on the two reds that sit there right now. Kayla's going to look to come down, tap her own stone, just change the angles a little bit. Well, I feel like we can rule out the blank now. Kayla Skrlik with her first. Looking to come down, tap her own shot stone. This is really curling. I don't think she's getting by the yellow. Good job by the brushers to hit it as thin as she did. There was danger there of possibly pushing it in for a third shot. There's got to be a double available on those two reds. The question is, do you spin up a little bit after you make contact with the second one? And it might. So you could make the double back really tough.
Spin it almost into the yellow one.
Almost.
A good result. Hard to know the exact angles, so I'm no physicist.
Playing the intern here, she'll look to touch the one that's just mostly in the 8-foot first. Just touch it. Come across the top of the other one. And then she should spin back towards the center line if she does that. Don't know how far back, but really all she needs to do is get, if she straddles center, the double is real tough. Slash double. If she ever ended up staggered with the other yellow, it's hard to know how far over it goes. If she ended up staggered on it, Kayla will try to hit and roll off that one at the back forefoot and get in behind the stagger. Didn't get far enough over, caught the wrong one first and lost her own from behind it. Kayla's got to be a little bit careful here. If you ever get to the nose, you lose your own and you probably leave a double. I think you just almost blast that out. Like, don't worry too much about keeping your shooter. You'll be sitting two. I don't think she would ever risk, you know, there's probably a double where you come off the yellow and catch the other one, but you could give up 2 or 3 playing that too. I don't think she ever tries that. Just make this yellow go away. You probably got your force that you were looking for, and it could turn into a steal. You're sitting two. If she rolls out, you get a steal.
That's what will happen here.
Makes the hit did jam on the back one a little bit, but that was never going to hurt you, I don't think.
But do you ever take on the double here, knowing the steal of one, and still have the hammer? You put the game away. Nose for one.
Yeah, you could. The double's a little scary only because there's no biter at the back now. I guess there's less chance of giving up multiples. The only way you really hurt yourself is if you throw it so bad that you hit the nose on the yellow and don't get any of the reds.
Pretty much, yeah. No, I don't mind the double. You know?
Yeah.
You end the game right now, or in the same situation in the 8th inning.
It's when they jam that one at the back. Because this is a shot where if that redstone is still sitting in the back 12, and you play this and catch it a little too thick, the shooter goes over the top and the yellow escapes out the back, and it could be a steal at 2. But they jammed that one, and that changes things a little bit for this shot. As long as you're on the broom side, you're killing one. It is thin for the double. Quarter rock, probably.
If you hit it really thin, you just spin your yellow one into a four. For 1 point. That's tough.
Stephanie Schmidt with her final stone here in 7. Looking to come off of her own stone. She can make the double. Could pick up as many as 4 here. Comes across, catches the red. Will jam it on the back. Shooter stays, and it looks like they got 2 out of it anyway.
There's a lot of moving rocks.
Yeah, I'd have to go back to the replay to see how many. She moved 1, 2, 3, jammed 1, 4.
I did hit replay, so you can take a look next week.
Well, they've got 2 more on the board, so a 3-point lead coming home. Kayla Skrlik will have last rock.
Stronger agronomics, better returns, greater peace of mind from pre-seed to post-harvest. You can count on the Victory Canola program to keep you.
I don't remember a time when curling wasn't a part of my life. When I wasn't putting in the sweat and hard work to be the best that I can be. Clocking in the time, the effort to practice day in, day out. Curling is more than just a game. It's a family, a community. And when it's time to play, I know I'll be ready. Hardline, supporting hundreds of our next generation athletes.
Sasktel Be Kind Online wants to stop cyberbullying. Want in on the action? We award up to $1,000 for youth initiatives that help spread kindness and prevent bullying. What great idea do you have to help stop bullying? Sasktel can help. Go to BeKindOnline.com and apply for a grant today. Together, we can make a difference.
A lot of rocks moved by Stephanie Schmidt with her final stone in the 7th end. 2 of them ended up on the board. They've got the 8-5 lead as we begin to play Schmidt with her final stone here in 7th. Look at that. She catches the first one just a little thicker than they would have liked to take the double. She could pick up as many as 4 here. Comes across, the top end of the red stone. We'll jam it on the back. At the back. The shooter actually came. Shooter stays in it forward and all the way across to the edge of the 12, but it stayed beating the one at the back, and it's 2 points on the board, which is huge as you play this last end. There's a big difference between 2 and 3. 2s have been pretty easy to generate this game, so Kayla Skrlik, if she was 2 down, probably feels pretty confident that she can at least get 2 and try to score 3. Now she's got to go all out for 3, and it changes the defensive setup as well. So Englot threw the first one deep. She's trying to be top 4. They threw the second one through.
Didn't look like he was trying to be through on that one. If you're going to throw it through, you would have peeled back yellow anyways.
Yeah, I'd have been tempted to peel it, regardless of. It's not helping you back there. Well, they've got the nice double corner guard set up. One very long, one very tight, so there's no double peels available. They are going to blast the back one out now. Brush yet? Do they have a piece of it? Yes.
Just enough.
So throwing the corner on the other side now. You could make an argument for coming around. It's early in the end, but right now she doesn't have a double peel. When you go to the other side, she's going to have a double peel off the long guard onto this one.
Off this one onto the tight.
Yeah, she was looking to get this one tighter. No. I get what she's thinking. It's too early to go in. But you go in, let her peel the long guard, and then you replace the long guard, and there's never any danger of a double peel. That works too. You bite the rings, so Michelle's probably got to go after it. She can't go after any of those guards. In a perfect world, if you're trying to score 3, you want to go in on the third's first stone. On the last one, so it's going to definitely be a little bit higher. Pick your poison. Which double peel do you like?
Long guards in the garden. It's the fact they're not trying, so I wonder if they're worried about touching the red one into the house.
Well, it could be that. It's also when you're coming from the inside. Play the double peel like that, you'd also have to roll the shooter out to really help yourself. So it's maybe just as simple just to play the straight peel here and wait to see what happens in the house.
It's fair enough. Team Skrlik still has to make 3 shots, get 3 rocks somewhere in there. They've got some work to do.
Well, you need to get some separation here too. Like you don't expect them to chase. You expect they're going to peel the corner guard on the first one. But you need room to get another one in after this. And you don't want to leave any of them so tight that, you know, that tighter guard is only a couple of feet in front of the rings. If you come around with one little 12-foot, you might leave a short run. You really have to be thinking back 8-foot with this one. Trying to carve it over. And another problem that they've had all game long is not only does this have a lot of room, it's got a lot of weight. And right through the back again. Well, that simplifies things for the Englot team. You just have to hit 1 rock at a time now and you win.
You need all 3 of the rocks now in the house.
Well, that's what I mean. You just need to hit 1 at a time. Hit a guard, roll out. Hit a guard, roll out, and you're going to have an open hit with the last one.
At this point, you don't even have to roll out. You just have to roll away to make sure that you can see the pass. They won't have enough time to come around all these guards. Even if you roll a foot, let's say Team Skrlik buries here, you roll a foot away, but it's still going to be an open hit. Just can't notice.
Come around here, you just have to wonder, it might have been a shot, at least a shot too late.
Yeah.
If not a few ends too late. Straight peel on the guard here.
I think so. You can see a little bit, but No need to get greedy here. Let's see just a little bit. Like you said, they just need to move one at a time. You can see all of this guard.
Get rid of the guard here. You got an open hit for the last one. You give her 2 all day. A little bit of positive release and already sweeping from the offside for Curl. This might be the excuse me peel on the back one.
Yeah. Yep. There you go.
And Kayla Skrlik, she must be thinking that one's still close enough to split.
I suppose.
Or is it not close enough to split? So you tap it to the corner now and roll to where you could split it with the next one. You still need a wide open miss, but
yeah, I suppose it's worth a shot.
Early as this might be a little too much weight. She's throwing a spinner here trying to get some action off the shooter. It's not going to touch the stone in front, and even if it had, I think it probably would have killed it. That's a lot of weight. Goes right through the back, and that will be handshakes. Michelle Englot picks up the 8-5 win here in this women's quarterfinal. That'll move her through to the semifinals later on today, and I haven't looked ahead to see what the draw times are. I think the women's final is at 9 o'clock tonight. It's a long day of curling here. Men's and women's action. The women started on Thursday, so they're just starting their playoffs today. The men started on Friday, so they're finishing off the triple knockout portion of their draw. We will have all of the action for you here the rest of today and 3 draws tomorrow. A lot of games still to come. All of the games streaming and commentary on selected features. On behalf of myself, Shawn, Joyce, my producer and co-host here this afternoon, Ryan Jacques, we want to thank you for being with us, and we look forward to seeing you for the rest of this Championship Sunday for the women and Championship Monday for the men tomorrow.
Handcrafted in Canada, Hardline's Ice Pad has revolutionized curling for over a decade. Engineered with top-tier precision and durability, it is backed by an unmatched 10-year warranty. Designed for curlers at all levels to sweep effortlessly with maximum efficiency, it is trusted by the world's best curlers, including Olympic and world champions. It is quite simply the best broom in the game. Hardline, join the revolution.